Welcome to this developer update. I have Deathslinger in the background. I loved using him. He's one of my favorite killers to use, and I'm going to discuss the part 2 developer update for Dead by Daylight. Just something different today. And what I want to do and start with, I'm going to just read through everything. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go, but since I saw that they're changing Deathslinger and then changes to the key from scrolling, the hatch is not going to no longer spawn when there's more than one survivor alive in the match. So you guys can't do that key strategy. I mean, I do that in the party when I'm hanging out with you guys from the channel and playing off screen and having some fun grinding the key. And someone will wear the blueprint, the anointed blueprint for the offering. Someone will run the key, or maybe more than one of us will have a key, and somebody's gonna run plunder. So just in case the killer is running Franklin's demise, we can get another key out of the chest to be able to escape anyway. So it's still like an alternative and an extra way to sort of escape. But we're going to go ahead and start reading through it. And I wanted to do it this way instead of having it on the screen from my PlayStation. And so that way you guys can be able to read along with me, and you guys can leave your thoughts in the comments. But it's going to be fun to really check this out and see the changes. But I haven't seen everything. But let's get it started. The Deathslinger. We kept an eye out on the Deathslinger since his release last year, and we have a few small changes aimed at. So let's see, with his aiming, it's super fun to really play as him, and his lunge is amazingly good because he goes flying across the screen with his basic attack. Currently, there is almost no delay between aiming down sights and being able to fire your weapon. Likewise, there is almost no delay between canceling your shot and going for a basic attack. This creates lose-lose situations for the survivor where there is nothing they can realistically do to avoid getting hit. For example, if they vault a window, you can easily aim down sights and fire without giving them a chance to dodge your shot. But if they decide to not vault the window, you can easily cancel your shot and hit them with a basic attack instead. Additionally, since there's almost no delay, the survivor must constantly dodge and run erratically just in case the killer decides to shoot. See, when I'm playing, I'll just try to pretend like I'm gonna aim. I'll be aiming for them, but I'll just constantly have them, when I'm in a chase, they're moving around, swaying from left and right, trying not to get hit. But then when they're almost getting closer to a pallet, you can shoot them to stop them in their tracks and just reel them in and just be able to knock them down, or just get a hit on them right away. So it says, with that in mind, we've made the following changes. You can no longer shoot until you have fully aimed down sights. Increase the delay after canceling your shot before you can start a basic attack. Decrease movement speed penalty while aiming down the sights. Since the Deathslinger would spend more time aiming down his sights than before if you quickly aimed and fired, we felt it was only fair to increase his movement speed while aiming down sights to compensate. That's crazy. This will cause you to lose less ground while aiming and keep up with the survivor a little longer. Last but not least, we've increased the Deathslinger's terror radius to 32 meters. The Deathslinger is the only ranged killer that does not have a lullaby, which meant terror radius reducing perks like monitoring abuse could allow you to get close enough to surprise and hit a survivor without them getting any warning whatsoever. Like usual, we have also gone through a few of the Deathslinger's add-ons and given some small buffs to the least used and powerful ones. See, I love using the warden keys when I'm playing. I like to use I think it's called that oil can and the warden's keys, so that way I can reload faster from the keys themselves, and then I can increase my reeling speed when I successfully hit the survivor with the spear gun. So that's it for the Deathslinger. So that's going to be it. But I don't have the plague, so we're going to still talk about it and run through it anyway. So the plague has been in the game for a while now and hasn't seen a whole lot of change, but that ends today. But before I get ready to read, when I'm playing Survivor with some of you guys and just having fun, we hardly ever run into the plague. She's not really picked in comparison to Pinhead, who's one of the newest newest killers added into the game. Nemesis, Trickster, who recently got buffed multiple times, and then Ghostface, Legion, It's so rare to run into a play. It's rare to run into a nurse. It's extremely rare to run into a nurse. And just killers like that, for example. But I think there's now with these new changes coming out, maybe there's going to be even more Deathslingers to try them out, and maybe some more plays, and increase of a selection of the plays. So let's go ahead and keep on reading. We're making a series of the quality of life changes that should make her more effective and more fun to play. First, we looked at infected objects. Previously, interacting with something would cause your infection to increase faster. We're adding an additional penalty to interacting with something that is currently infected, meaning your infection will increase even faster than before. So she won't even have to go and grab that fruit punch or that Kool-Aid just to spit all over us. Additionally, we've increased the base infection duration on objects like generators from 35 seconds to 40 seconds. I wonder if is that gonna also follow suit with the pallets themselves. These changes will make infecting objects feel much more impactful. Next, we turn to her vial purge. So that's the Kool-Aid or fruit punch. The plate takes a massive hit to her movement speed whenever she is on cooldown after purging or canceling her purge. We've increased her movement speed from 2.3 meters per second while on cooldown to 3.6 meters per second. This will cause her to lose far less ground when she does so. One of the things that felt really bad for the killer was when you let go of your power. I guess that's a typo. When you let go of your power button a little too soon, causing your power to be canceled entirely. Now, tapping the button or letting go before the minimum threshold will cause your power to continue charging until the minimum amount has been infected. Basically, it now works like the Huntress's hatchet. It's crazy. Finally, we've increased the time it takes to cleanse at a fountain from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. Like the other killers that are changing in this update, we revisited the play's add-ons as well and did a complete pass on some of the less powerful or rarely used ones. So the same thing as a result from the Deathslinger's power. So look, prayer tablet fragment. So it says vial purge no longer affects survivors. Increase object infection duration by 40 seconds. Increased infection from infected objects by 100%. Increases devious blood points by 100%. So Alibanum incense. Survivors who cleanse at fountains have their auras revealed for 4 seconds. Oh man, so she's gonna be good too. It makes me want to purchase the plate now because I got plenty of shards. But I guess we'll wait till they update. Maybe I'll end up giving her a try. Not to say that she wasn't good already, but you guys that are play, I don't know how many of you are play mains out there, but I'm looking forward to seeing these changes. And now see with these buffs, when these killers get changed, or whoever it is, with the clown getting buffed, there was more clowns in the games. There were much more killers playing as the clown in the game. So I think it's going to be the same thing for these two killers in particular. Even the Trapper, for example, from part 1. Survivor item add-ons update. Here we go. Surprise! We also updated the description of item add-ons in this update as well, like we've done for killers. Each survivor item add-on will now list their effects with numbers rather than descriptive terms like moderately, considerably, and so on. Additionally, add-ons that grant a status effect. That's another typo. Add-ons that grant a status effect will also have a brief description of what that status does. So perk updates. Oh, did you think the list last week was all of them? So windows of opportunity is getting changed. Repress Alliance and Build to Last. I like using Build to Last, so I can't wait to read that. Much like Zanshin Tactics, that's from Oni, I like using him as well, one of my favorites. We're removing the cooldown from this perk entirely. We're also increasing the range to 24, 28, and 32 meters as well. Go away cooldown, we don't want you here. Repress Alliance, so this is like the generator blocking perk for Cheryl, I believe it was. Repress Alliance has the potential to save a good chunk of progress when timed well, but due to the high requirements for the perk to activate, it can often not be ready by the time you need it. With that said, We reduced the time required to activate the perk to 55, 50, and 45 seconds. So let's build to last. Let's see what that is. This perk shipped with, this is Fearless perk. This perk shipped with fairly safe numbers to make sure it couldn't get out of hand, but that ended up making it a pretty unpopular choice. We've reworked it so far to be far more effective at what it's meant to do. Hiding in a locker for 14, 13, and 12 seconds with a depleted item in your hand will cause it to refill 99% of the charges. Each use of Built to Last reduced the number of charges refilled by 33%. I'm definitely going to be running this perk. But I only use it for when I'm using a flashlight, or if I have like a purple med kit or something like that, or anniversary med kit, a really good med kit, or a flashlight. But I don't really use it when I'm running a toolbox in a game. But those are the only two items that I really use Built to Last for a really good flashlight that I want to keep to run around with, or just a med kit. But every other item in the game, I don't really use this perk for. So any means necessary. Previously, we reduced the cooldown of any means necessary and saw more people start to use it. It's still not quite where we'd like to be. So we've added an aura reading effect on all drop pallets. This way, as soon as it's ready, you'll know where you can use it. No Mither is just risky. I never use this perk. You're just a walking target. I'm just going to say it. You're a walking target. I don't know about anybody else how you guys feel about this perk. No Mither, you're a walking target. You can die easily, and then the killer is more likely to target you. So that's why, I mean, I even witnessed it before. But I don't think I'm going to use it. But let's see what it does. What changes are they going to make for this perk? This is a David perk. No Mither allows you to trade a health state for other bonuses, but these bonuses aren't strong enough to warrant using the perk. See what I'm saying? We've increased the grunts of pain reduction to 25, 50, and 75%. Additionally, we added a 15, 20, and 25% increased recovery speed while in the dying state. Side note, yes, we know a lot of you use this perk as sort of a hard mode. Yeah, it's a challenge, but once you're in the match, you just go down so quickly. We're not looking to completely get rid of that, as silly as it may be. Mindbreaker and Fearmonger. So this is a Demogorgon. This is a simple one. Survivors who are working on a generator will now suffer from blindness in addition to exhaustion. This will cause the perk to not only prevent the use of exhaustion perks, but also any aura reading that the survivor may have. Like Bond, maybe? Bond and Empathy off the bat. Now, here we go with the hatch and keys. Oh, man. Let's check this out. The hatch and keys, by extension, have long been very contentious topics, leading to some heated debates. We have some changes incoming to them a little fairer. To make them a little bit more fair. First, the hatch will no longer spawn if there's more than one survivors in the trial. This means you'll never have to worry about the last 3 survivors vanishing when there's still one generator left. Additionally, the hatch will now take a few seconds to open with a key once it is closed. Progress does not reset when the survivor cancels the interaction. This eliminates the problem where a survivor can simply sprint straight at the hatch and instantly open it and escape. And then when somebody's wearing another key, they can open it up again. So as long as everybody has a key or someone else has an additional key, you can open it up over and over. Even if the killer closes it, you got a key, you can open that boy up right in front of him. That's messed up. But with that said, these changes will make the "Where did they go?" achievement impossible to attain, so it will be changed to escape through the hatch using a key. So our Boon Totems that are going to be new. As promised in the anniversary live broadcast, we're introducing some new gameplay around totems. These will add an extra objective around the map, and much like Killer's Hex totems are tied to survivor perks. Survivors will be able to bless a totem to change it into a Boon Totem, and these blessings are designed to offer comfort to the survivor team, a small safe haven. However, unlike a Hex totem, the killer can also quickly interact with the created Boon Totem to completely remove the associated blessing, once again turning it into a dull totem. So that was the question I had. I was curious how they would do this. They will also be able to hear the boon totem when it's in its range. Each survivor can only have one boon totem active at a time. This boon totem will combine the effects of all their equipped, almost clicked on the image, on all of their equipped boon perks. This will add some more strategic decisions for survivors to make when it comes to their interaction with totems. So there it is. With that, we've come to the end of the developer update for real this time. All of the changes mentioned in this part 2 post and more will be available for testing in this week's PTB. Oh, so that's got to be tomorrow. We look forward to hearing what you think, and until next time. So that was amazing. Just all these different changes, and just real quick. Let me see, what did it say? Each survivor can only have one boon totem active at a time. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's 4 survivors every match. I'm thinking they can have more than one, so they could probably just take over all the totems. So now it answers all the different questions of how these perks, how these boon totems are going to work for the update. So I'm excited to see how this works. I mean, I'm on PlayStation 5, but I'm going to be able to play the PTB, but I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing how it comes into effect. And I'm guessing that new survivor is going to have something possibly to do to specialize with these boon totems. But let me know what you guys think of these changes. I like these changes, and I'm excited. Maybe I'll even give the plague a try. And I think I'm going to be running build to last off the top of my head a little bit more with these changes. And now that it's going to come back 99%, just when you need that certain item, or if a med kit and you don't have anyone to come get you to heal you, if you're not running self-care or inner strength, you can run build to last to be able to have that med kit fully restored and be able to get right back into running around and trying to sneak around the map and try to make it to the exit. But let me know what you guys think about these changes. It's a lot of cool changes. I'm glad that they explained the boon totems. So now we know how they're going to be able to work and be able to be implemented. So hopefully it'll run well. But they still have some things to fix in the game as well. But hopefully with all these changes coming out, the update that's coming soon from the mid-chapter update will contain some good fixes. So the game is running a lot better.